Welcome to another session of Grade 9 Mathematics, Chapter 12 Heron's Formula. Dear students, in this third part of this chapter, we'll learn about the application of Heron's formula to find the area of different type of quadrilaterals by solving the sums given in NCERT exercise 12.2. Now, let us try to solve the first question of exercise 12.2. The question says, a park in the shape of a quadrilateral ABCD has angle C is equal to 90 degree, AB is equal to 9 meter, BC is equal to 12 meter, CD is equal to 5 meter, and AD is equal to 8 meter. How much area does it occupy? In simpler words, we have been asked to find the area of park which is actually in the shape of a quadrilateral. First of all, let us try to draw a figure with the data given in the question and then get to the solution for this particular question. So, let us start drawing the figure and get to the solution.
So, first of all, let us draw a figure with the data that is given in the question. So, ABCD is a quadrilateral. So, let's draw a quadrilateral first, wherein it is given that angle C is 90 degree. So, probably this is a quadrilateral. Let me name it A, B, C and D. What has been given is that angle C is 90 degree. The other data that is given in the question is AB is 9 meter, BC is 12 meter, CD is 5 meter and AD is 8 meter. This randomly drew a quadrilateral, just only keeping in mind that angle C has to be a straight line, so it makes a 90 degree. Now, this is how our quadrilateral looks like. Now, I have been asked to find the area of this quadrilateral using Heron's formula. How shall I do that? For doing the same, what I can do is, I can join B to D, which is a diagonal of this quadrilateral. Now, once I do that, the entire quadrilateral is now divided into two regions, that is triangle ABD and triangle BCD. So, these are the two regions into which the quadrilateral has been divided into. Now, so what did I do first? I joined B to D. So, I get two triangles. Which are those two triangles? Triangle BCD and which is the other one? Triangle ABD. Yeah. Now, triangle BCD, angle C is 90. So, which are the three sides of that triangle? BC, CD and BD. You can see over here, we are not aware of the measure of BD. So, what I will do is, I use the Pythagoras theorem, since I have got a right angle triangle, and try to find the measure of this BD. And triangle BCD, wherein angle C is 90 degree, BD becomes the hypotenuse. So, according to, I use the Pythagoras theorem. So, according to the Pythagoras theorem, BD square will be equal to BC square plus CD square. So, BC is what? 12. So, 12 square plus CD is what? 5. These students, all what I am doing is putting the values that is given in the data. But drawing a figure becomes easier for me to understand the question. So now 12 square is 144, 5 square is 25. So this when added gives me 169. So BD square is 169 So what will be BD? Square root of 169, which is 13. So I've got the value of BD as 13 meter. Now I can write that BD is 13 meter. Now, I hope now it has become very clear for us how to find the area of this quadrilateral. I'll find the area of these triangles individually and then add the area of these two triangles to get the area of quadrilateral. So let's proceed with that. Yes. Now, let me take the same triangle that I was dealing with, triangle BCD. So, the sides for this triangle are 13 meter, 12 meter and 5 meter. So, let me write A is equal to, say one of them is 13 meter. Yes. Then I have B is equal to 12 meter and say C is equal to 5 meter. Yeah. Now, I've got the measure of the three sides. What else is needed is the semi-perimeter. So, semi-perimeter is half of perimeter. Perimeter is calculated by adding all the three sides. Half of that is A plus B plus C divided by 2. I'll put the values 13 plus 12 plus 5 divided by 2. So, therefore, semi-perimeter is 13 plus 12 is 25, 25 plus 5 is 30. 30 divided by 2. Therefore, the semi-perimeter is 15 meter. Now, what am I supposed to do next? Use the semi-perimeter and the measure of the three sides of the triangle to find the area of triangle BCD. BCD, this one. So, let me do that. So, area of triangle can be written as S under root S minus A into S minus V into S minus C. The next step, I'll just put the values. S is 15. So, 15 minus A is 13. Again 15 minus B is 12. Again 15 minus C is 5. Yeah, again I will put the under root. Let's solve the brackets. 15 into 15 minus 13 is 2. 15 minus 12 is 3. 15 minus 5 is 10. Now the next step would be to find the prime factorization of these numbers. So what shall I write? 15 can be written as 3 5s are 2 itself is a prime number, 3 itself is a prime number, and 10 can be written as 2 into 5. So the next step is to find pairs. 3 forms a pair, so it brings out written once. 5 forms a pair, brings out of the root and written once. 2 also forms a pair, so written once, brought out of the root sign. So area of triangle BCD is actually 3 into 5 into 2. That is 3 5s are 15, 15 2s are 30 meter square. So this is the area of this particular triangle. Now what we shall do is similarly find the area of the other triangle also. Yeah, let us try to find it on the same page. So which was the other triangle? Triangle ABD. Yeah, here the sides are 8 meter, the other side is 9 meter, and C is say 13 meters. So 8, 9 and 30. These are the three sides. So as we did with this triangle, after knowing the sides, what do we find? The semi-perimeter. Let's find the semi-perimeter. So semi-perimeter is sum of all the sides divided by 2. So semi-perimeter is a plus b plus c, that is 8 plus 9 plus 13 divided by 2. So what do we get? 8 plus 9 is 17, 17 plus 13 is 30, so 30 by 2. So 30 by 2, when solved, we know that the semi-perimeter would be 30 by 2 is 15. So 15 is a semi-perimeter. Now, as we did with the triangle BCD, let's do the same thing. We are aware of the semi-perimeter and the measure of the three sides. Now let's find the area. The formula is under root S into S minus A into S minus B into S minus C. All that I am going to do is put the values. S is 15. S minus A. 15 minus, what is A? 8. S minus B. That is S is 15 minus B is 9. S minus C. That is 15 minus C is what? 30. Now, I've got this. So the next step is solve the brackets. 15 minus 8. What would I get? 15 minus 8 is 7. 15 minus 9 is 6. 15 minus 13 is 2. Let me prime factorize this now. 15 can be written as 3 into 5. Yeah. 7 itself is a prime number. 6 can be written as 2 into 3, and 2 itself is a prime number. Let me make the pairs. 3 forms a pair, so written once. 2 forms a pair, so written once. 5 and 7 does not form a pair, so it is written inside the bracket as, inside the root as 5 into 7. So the answer that I get over here is 3 2s are 6 under root 5 into 7 is 35. So 6 root 35 meters square. So what we began with is divide the quadrilateral ABCD into two triangles. First, we found the triangle area of triangle BCD. Then now we found the area of triangle ABD. So here we can conclude that the area of quadrilateral ABCD is equal to the sum of the area of these two triangles. So the first triangle was 30 meters square plus 6 root 35. Since these are not the same kind of integers, they cannot be added. So the final answer would remain as 30 plus 6 root 35 meter square. I hope you have understood now how to find the area of a quadrilateral by dividing the quadrilateral into two triangles and then using the Heron's formula to find the area of the triangles individually and then summing up them at the end.
Let us now do the second question of exercise 12.2. The second question states that find the area of quadrilateral ABCD in which AB is equal to 3 cm, BC is equal to 4 cm, CD is equal to 4 cm, DA is equal to 5 cm, and AC is equal to 5 cm. Here again, we have been asked to find the area of quadrilateral and a few data is given. As we did with the last sum, let us try drawing a figure out of the data that has been given. Let's start with the solution.
Now, in the second question also, we have been asked to find the area of a quadrilateral. Before that, let us try to draw a figure with the data that is being given. So here they are saying that there is a quadrilateral. So let me try to draw a quadrilateral. A quadrilateral is basically a four-sided figure. So over here I can draw any four-sided figure. Yeah. And what is being given is Before that, let's name the quadrant ABCD. Yeah, the measure it is given as AB is 3 centimeter, BC is 4 centimeter, CD is also 4 centimeter, DA or AD is 5 centimeter. What else is given is that AC. So to have that, I have to join A and C. AC is 5 centimeter. And with this given data, we have been asked to find the area of quadrilateral. As you all can see, the quadrilateral has been divided into two triangles. Triangle ADC and triangle ABC. So what we'll do is, we'll find the area of these two triangles individually, add them up to get the area of quadrilateral. Let's do that. So first, let's take triangle ADC. Yeah. So the ADC. So the measures are, A is say 5 centimeter. B, that is the second side, is also 5 centimeter. And the third side is 4 centimeter. Yeah. So I know the measure of all the three sides. What do I don't know is the semi-perimeter. So let me find the semi-perimeter. Semi-perimeter is sum of all the three sides divided by 2. So semi-perimeter is 5 plus 5 plus 4, that is 5 plus 5 plus 4 divided by 2. So what do I get? 14 divided by 2, which is 7 centimeter. So I've got the semi-perimeter of this particular triangle as 7 centimeter. What do I do next? Put the values. Let us do that. Area of triangle is equal to under root S into S minus A into S minus B into S minus C. Put the values. S is 7. So 7 into 7 minus A. What is A? 5. 7 minus B. What is B? 5. 7 minus C. C is 4. What is 7 minus 5? 2. 7 minus 5? 2. 7 minus 4? 3. So here you realize that the bracket has been solved, and what we have got is 7 into 2 into 2 into 3. Now let us prime factorize it. But then you'll realize that all these numbers are prime factors themselves. So going to the next step, that is making pair. So I got 1 2 outside. What do I have remaining in the under root? Is 1 7 into 3. So what do I have? 2 under root 7 3 is a 21 centimeter square is the area of triangle ABC. So I've got the area of this particular triangle. Now what is the next part? Area of triangle ABC. So similarly, we'll take the next triangle, that is triangle ABC. Yeah. So wherein the sides are given as A is 5 centimeter, the other side is say 4, and the third side is 3 centimeter. So this is what I'm talking about. 5, 4 and 3. I'm talking about this triangle ABC. So 5, 4 and 3. As I did the previous test, I'll find the semi-perimeter, that is sum of all the three sides divided by 2. So 5 plus 4 plus 3. 5 plus 4 is 9. 9 plus 3 is 12. 12 divided by 2 is 6 centimeter. So the semi-perimeter is 6 centimeter for the triangle ABC. Okay. Now let's find the area. S into S minus A into S minus B into S minus C. Under root What is S for this particular triangle? It is 6. So S minus is 6 minus 5, 6 minus 4, 6 minus 3. So S minus A, S minus B and S minus C. Let me solve the brackets. 6 into 6 minus 5 is 1, 6 minus 4 is 2, 6 minus 3 is 3. Now the next step is prime factorization. I know that 6 can be written as 2 into 3, 1 itself, 2 is also a prime number, 3 is also a prime number, so they cannot be further prime factorized. The next step is making pairs. 2 makes up a pair, 3 makes up a pair, and 1 is a perfect square. So nothing left out in the square root. So what we have right now is 2 into 3, which is 6 centimeter square. So if you could sum up the question, that is to find the area of the quadrilateral, what can I write is, area of quadrilateral is basically the sum of the area of the two triangles, which is our first triangle, triangle ADC. And what answer did we get? 2 under root 21 plus the other triangle, this one. What did we get the answer as? The area of that triangle as 6. So 2 under root 21 plus 6 centimeter square. This is a final answer for the area of this quadrilateral ABCD. I hope you have understood this particular question. It was very much similar to what we did in question number 1.
Now, let us do the fourth question of exercise 12.2. The question says, a triangle and a parallelogram have the same base and the same area. The sides of the triangle are 26 centimeter, 28 centimeter, and 30 centimeter. And the parallelogram stands on the base 28 centimeter. Find the height of the parallelogram. Let us understand the question. The question says that there are two shapes, a triangle and a parallelogram, which has got the same base and the same area. So whatever be the triangle's area would be the area of parallelogram also. And the triangle and the parallelogram have got a same base. Now, what is given in the next line? It says that the sides of a triangle are 26 centimeter, 28 centimeter, and 30 centimeter. Now, since the sides of the triangle are given, we can easily find the area of the triangle using Heron's formula. And whatever will be the answer for the area of triangle, the same answer would be the area of parallelogram also. Yes. It is also given that the parallelogram stands on the base 28 centimeter, which is one of the side of a triangle too. That is, as initially mentioned, they have the same base. We have been asked to find the height of the parallelogram. Let us quickly get to the solution.
So, as it has been given the question that the area of triangle is equal to area of the parallelogram. So let us write that. It has been given that whatever is the area of the triangle would be equal to the area of the parallelogram. So if the area of triangle is 20, area of parallelogram would also be 20. Now, it has been given in the question that there is a triangle and the triangle has got sides with the measure 26 centimeter, 28 centimeter and 30 centimeter. It is also given in the question that in case of parallelogram, the parallelogram has got a base which is equal to 28 centimeter. and we have been asked to find the height of this parallelogram. Now, to use the data that area of triangle is equal to area of parallelogram, I will first have to find the area of triangle. The sides of the triangle are given in centimeter. Let me use the Heron's formula to find the area of triangle. Now, to use the same, first I should be aware of the semi-perimeter. Let me find the semi-perimeter of this triangle. So, sum of all the three sides divided by 2. So, that is 26 plus 28 plus 30 divided by 2. So, when you add all of them, you get 84. 84 divided by 2, which is 42 centimeter. So, the semi-perimeter of the triangle is 42 centimeter. Let us use that to find the area of triangle. Area of triangle is given by the formula S in the bracket S minus A, S minus B, S minus C. These are all under root. The next step is I'll put the values of S, A, B and C. S is 42. S minus A, 42 minus A is 26. S minus B, that is 42 minus B is 28. S minus C, that is 42 minus C is 30. The next step is I'll solve the brackets. So 42 is written as it is. 42 minus 26 is actually 16. 42 minus 28 is actually 14. And 42 minus 30 is 12. Now, as we did with the previous sums, the next step would be to find the prime factorization of these numbers. Let's do that. So, 42 can be written as, when you prime factorize, you get 2 into 3 into 7. So, 2 3s are 6, 6 7s are 42. 16 is written as 2 into 2 into 2 into 2. So, 2 2s are 4, 4 2s are 8, 8 2s are 16. 14 is written as 2 into 7. And 12 is written as 2 2s are 4, 4 3s are 12. So, this is what we get on prime factorization. The next step is to make pairs. So, let's start from here. So, 2 is one of the number. This 2 also makes a pair. So, one more 2. Now, if I get this 2 also makes a pair. So, one more 2 comes out. 7 makes a pair. So, 1 7 comes out. Here, this 2 makes a pair. So, 2 comes out. This 3 I have over here and a 3 at the last. So, everything comes out of the square root. Now, what do we have? 2 into 2 into 2 into 7 into 2 into 3. This when multiplied gives you 336 centimeter square. So, the area of the triangle happens to be 336 centimeter square. Now, it has been given in the question that the area of triangle is equal to area of parallelogram. Hence, I can say that area of parallelogram would also be 336 centimeter square, since the area of triangle and the parallelogram are equal as given in the question. Now, we have learned probably in grade 8 that the area of parallelogram can be found by the formula base into height. So, area of parallelogram is base into height. So, that is equal to 336. Here, it has been given in the question that the base of the parallelogram is 28 centimeter. So, 28 into height is, let's say, represented by h, is equal to 336. So, h, that is height, is 336 divided by 28. When you simplify 336 upon 28, you get the answer as 12. So h, which is height of the parallelogram, is 12 centimeter. So what we did over here is, we found the area of the triangle first, and since it is given in the question that the area of triangle is equal to area of parallelogram, we got the answer for area of parallelogram also. Now, as far as a parallelogram is concerned, the base was already given. We have been asked to find the height. So we use the formula that area of parallelogram is equal to base into height. That was used to find the height. And here the height happens to be 12 centimeter. I hope you have understood this question.
Now, let us solve question number 5 of exercise 12.2. The question says, a rhombus shaped field has green grass for 18 cows to graze. If each side of the rhombus is 30 meter and its longer diagonal is 48 meter, how much area of the grass field will each cow be getting? So first, let us understand the question. There is a field which is in the shape of rhombus, and it has got grass for 18 cows to graze. The dimensions of the rhombus are given. It says that the side is of 30 meter and its longer diagonal is 48 meter. We have been asked to find how much area of grass will individually every cow get. That is, each cow be getting. Now, the given quadrilateral over here is rhombus, and we know that all the sides of a rhombus are equal in length. So let us use the given data and try to draw a figure and get to the solution of this question. Let's do it.
Now, as it is given in this question 5, there is a rhombus shaped field. So let me draw a rhombus. A rhombus is a four-sided figure with all sides equal. It has been given that the side of the rhombus is of 30 meter. So all the sides would be 30 meter in length. And it is given that the diagonal is of the length 48 meter. So all that you have to do is very similar to what we did in the previous sums. Very much similar to what we did in the first and the second sum, wherein the quadrilateral was divided into two parts in the form of two triangles. So here the triangles are triangle ADB and triangle DCB. So you have to find the area of these triangles individually. Yes, I'll just give you the answers directly. You have to do this on your own. Very much similar to what we did in the first and the second sum. Now, you will find that the area of these triangles, that is triangle ADB, would be equal to 432 meters square. Similarly, the area of triangle DCB would also be 432 meters square. So, what would be the area of rhombus then? That is sum of these two triangles, which is 432 plus 432. The answer is 864 meter square. Now, how is this question a little different? Here it has been said that this rhombus shaped field has grass for 18 cows to graze. How many cows? 18 cows. So in short, for 18 cows, how many area is there? 864 meter square area is there for 18 cows to graze. And we have been asked to find how much area would one cow get for grazing? So 18 cows has got 864 meter square, that is the entire rhombus. So one cow would get how much? So all that we have to do is cross multiplication, 864 into 1 divided by 18. So on solving this, you'll realize that the answer is 48 meter square. So every cow will get an area of 48 meters square for grazing. This sums up question number 5.
My dear students, let us now solve question number 6 of exercise 12.2. This is going to be the last question of this session. Let us read the question. The question says, an umbrella is made by stitching 10 triangular pieces of cloth of 2 different colors. So there are in total 10 triangular pieces of 2 different colors. Each piece measuring 20 centimeter, 50 centimeter and 50 centimeter. How much cloth of each color is required for the umbrella? So as a figure depicts, the umbrella is actually made up of 10 triangular pieces. We can only see the front view of the umbrella. So here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 triangular pieces, and let us assume that at the back view of the mirror also will have 5 more pieces. So in total 10 triangular pieces, but of 2 different colors. So 5 of color 1 and 5 triangular pieces of color 2. But then they're all of the same size. As given the question, the length of the triangle is 50 centimeter, 20 centimeter, and even this length is 50 centimeter. Now, let us use Heron's formula to find the area of one triangle and then conclude how much cloth of each color will be required for the umbrella. Let us go with the solution.
So, students, as we discussed in the question, the umbrella has got 10 triangular pieces, 5 of each color. So, there are 2 colors in total, say color 1 and color 2. And we have 5 pieces of color 1. The number of pieces of color 2 is also 5. So in short, 5 pieces of each color, and it is very clearly mentioned that these pieces are of the same size and the same shape, and it is in the shape of a triangle. So they are triangular in shape, and it has been given that the sides of this triangle are 20 centimeter, 50 centimeter, and say the third side is also 50 centimeter. So what are we going to do now is find the area of one triangle. That will help us to find the area of 10 triangles, because all these 10 triangles are same in dimensions. So let's find area of one triangle. The measure of the sides of the triangle are already given. Let us find the semi-perimeter to find the area. So semi-perimeter is sum of all the 3 sides divided by 2. So 20 plus 50 plus 50 divided by 2. That happens to be 120 upon 2, which is equal to 60 centimeter. So 60 centimeter is the semi-perimeter of the triangle. Let us now find the area of triangle by the formula S into S minus A into S minus B into S minus C. All that I will do next is put the values. S is what? 60. So 60 minus A. A is what? 20. S minus B. So 60 minus B is 50. S minus C. So 60 minus C is 50 again. So I'll now solve the brackets first. 60 minus 20 is 40. 60 minus 50 is 10. 60 minus 50 is 10. The next step is prime factorization of these numbers. So 60 can be written as 2 2s are 4, 4 3s are 12, 12 5s are 60. I say it again, my dear students. I prefer you do the prime factorization on the rough sheet and then write it over here. So 60 is written as 2 into 2 into 3 into 5. 40 can be written as 2 2s are 4, 4 2s are 8, 8 5s are 40. These are all prime numbers. Now I've got 2 10 remaining. So the first 10 is written as 2 into 5. The next 10 is also written as 2 into 5. Now the next step is, once I've done the prime factorization, I have to make the pairs. So this makes a pair, 2. This makes up another pair, and one more 2 out. This also makes a pair. I've got one more 2 out. Then I have got, this 5 makes a pair. Yes, and then one more 5. But I have got 1 3 and 1 2, which does not make up a pair. So that is written in the roots. So 3 into 2. Now when I multiply, 2 2s are 4, 4 2s are 8, 8 5s are, 8 5s are is how much, my dear? 40, 40 5s are 200. So I got 200 root 6. What would the unit? Centimeter square. That is the area of one triangle. Now I know under color 1 I have how many triangular pieces? 5 triangular pieces. So if the area of one triangle is 200 root 6, the area of 5 triangles will be into 5. So that would be 1000 root 6. That is 200 into 5. 1000 root 6 remains as it is, centimeter square. Same for color 2, the second color. How many pieces are there? 5. What is the area of one triangle? 200 root 6. So 5 pieces in total. So into 5. The answer is again 200 into 5 is 1000, and the root 6 remains as it is. So what is the area of each color cloth required? You can say 1000 root 6 centimeter square is the area of the 2 colors of cloth individually required to make an umbrella. I hope this solution is clear to you all. So I hope you have understood all the questions solved in this session. Kindly repeat all the questions, solve it on your own, and practice well. Take care of yourself until we meet next time with another session. Thank you.